From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go on the hill here today, Sandy Alcantara.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
And that's down, a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Line drive, base hit. Rudder stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
Two consecutive base hits for these guys here. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
First and second, no outs. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Up the middle, dive, and he's got it. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Nice diving stop right there. He gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
Here comes Manny Machado. Hard ground ball for a base knock. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Two on, one out. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And a foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. And they stop him at third, so base is loaded with one away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that.
Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. He unloads on that one. It's 5-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Here's Jason Hayward. That's towards center. Stowers has this one sized up. He's got it, and there's two away. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, this is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. San Diego goes big with the grand slam, and the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Xavier Edwards, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. Edwards gets his lead at first with nobody out. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Out to center. Merrill hauls it in for the out.
Batting third, the right fielder.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, they got their work cut out for them. Down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
Right down the chute, and it's 0-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Hayward makes the grab on the run. Here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in for a strike. And they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Marlins leave one. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Elias Diaz. On a line, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So the lineup flips over. Luis Arraez stands in. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Pitching change here, Declan Cronin.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Swinging a foul out of play. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. One run across. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
The center fielder, number 3,
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. He's 0 for 1. Base hit and a run in to score.
Now batting, third baseman,
Manny Machado up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second. And that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Singled and scored his first time. Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Back there. Gone. And they add to their lead. It's 9-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here comes X to the plate. He hit a grand slam his first time up. Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit.
I feel like I've seen more balls, and this is speaking as a former outfielder, former center fielder, but more balls in this game just out of the reach. Sometimes the angle's not great. Other times, just got to give credit.
Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they come away without an out. So first and second with 2 outs. Tirso Ornelas, the next up for the Padres. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Stowers on his way over. And that is that. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Padres 9 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. Darvish, multi-time All-Star, 38 years old, and he was born in Japan. The wind of the pitch. Yeah, that's fouled off. Left field. Hayward sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
One down, base is empty. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
2 down, base is empty. Digging in, Davison de los Santos. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
On the ground, right side. Cronenworth throws to first. That's out number 3. And the Marlins down quietly. And they're down 9-0. Back here in Miami, new inning getting started. And the batter now, Elias Diaz. Cronin back to work. On the ground to short, Edwards. Whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luis Arias.
So the batting order turns over. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Luis Arias. He's 2 for 2. That one the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And first offering is fouled off. Lined into right. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Konai makes the grab, and that'll do it. And we're back, bottom of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. And that drops in for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That one at the knees for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Nick.
Here's the catcher to hit, Nick Fortes. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Fastball for a strike.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Stowers at first, one gone. Right through there, got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now it's going to be Connor Norby, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Darvish delivers. Norby tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around, says Ricky Holiday. 2 outs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Struck him out looking. 1 left for Miami. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap.
Man, Boog, this guy's got a special eye for the fastball. He's just capable of taking away a big part of the pitcher's game.
So a man aboard, Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say? This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
The batter, number 2.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike. On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second. He's out. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Next to hit, Jason Hayward. 1 for 2. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single. And now it's Tirso Ornelas. 0 for 2 in this one. Base hit center field. And now 2 aboard.
Up next is the catcher, Elias Diaz.
And now it's Elias Diaz. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Stowers brings it in, and that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Back here at Lone Depot Park, and now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
1's the count.
1 out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Mervis at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Merrill on the move. He's got it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Seth Martinez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
And the batter now, Jackson Merrill. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked. Here's Manny Machado now. That one is absolutely belted way back there. See you later. Manny Machado the opposite way. And they add to the lead. It's 13-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Seth Martinez out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Andrew Nardi.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. And here is Xander Bogaerts.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Activity in the bullpen. Ronnie Enriquez up and loosening in the pen. And there's a foul ball. Cronenworth over at first with one away. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Hayward in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Strike two.
There might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
He goes down looking. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. Home half of the fifth coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom five, Griffin Conine. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Conine goes 6'1", 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab, one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
De Los Santos at the plate now. That's ball one. And a swing and a miss there.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swings through the sweeper.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Stowers. And he's already singled in this game. And that's in there for strike one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Miami down in order. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Back here in Miami, now it's the DH, Tirso Ornelas. Nardi back to work. That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Elias Diaz, 1 for 3. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Waste no time there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Now a relay to second, in there safely.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. Out of here. He jacks that one out to left. It's 17-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andrew Nardi will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
New pitcher now, Ronnie Enriquez.
number 32, Ronnie Enriquez.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. A rope into right, and that's a base hit.
The third baseman,
Man at first, and now it's going to be Manny Machado. He's already homered here in this one. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
This is unbelievable. That's now 6 consecutive hits by this lineup. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Cronenworth, the batter now, as he swings and
0-1.
misses for strike one. Cronenworth, a 7th round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Here's Bogarts now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Merrill, the lead runner, out at second. Machado over at first with one away. And it's fouled away. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Next is the designated hitter, Tirso Ornelas. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. Strike 1. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now at the plate, Elias Diaz. Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner holds up at third, base is still loaded. 2 away as 1 comes across. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Bottom of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. On the ground, sneaks through, base hit, and they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Fly ball to right. Tatis makes the grab, 1 away. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Fortes leads off first with 1 away. That's outside. And that's ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Arise puts it away, and there's 2 down. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball, that's
Outside.
out.
And now
Ball
2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now the number 2 hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Out to short. Edwards fires across
Got
the
him.
diamond, and they take care of Tatis for the out. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. That one hammered center field. This one's got a chance. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon. Derek Hill coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Now playing center field. Number 3.
1 out, runner at second. Here's Machado.
Hill.
There's the strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Off the sculpture, it's a home run. That did some damage. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 21-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ronnie Enriquez done for the afternoon, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. They turn things over to the southpaw, Anthony Veneziano. Jake Cronenworth digs in now. And that drops in for a strike. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but he needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Bogarts stands in now and watches strike 1. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Anthony Bender getting ready to go. Fly ball center field. Hill makes the play, and it's out number 3. 2 across on this San Diego homer. 7th inning stretch time. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the 7th, and at the plate for Miami, Jonah Bride. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, timing is the key to great
0-1's
hitting,
the
and
count.
right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
0-2 is the count.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Darvish kicks, delivers to the right side. Arise takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Hard hit to third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. We go to the 8th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jason Hayward. Veneziano, a tall lefty, 205 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. 0-1.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. Into the second deck it goes, and they tack one on the board. It's 22-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
Next to hit, Tirso Ornelas. Hit in the air out to center field. Hill. And there's one down. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Elias Diaz. That one pushed foul. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And now the lineup turns over with one away. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Luis Arias. Base knock center field. And now 2 aboard.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. To short, could be 2. 1 at second, and it's a double play to end the inning. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the eighth. And now the DH, Davison De Los Santos. Ground ball up the middle. Cronenworth. The throw to first. One up, one down.
The center fielder, number 3.
And now Derek Hill getting his first appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench defensively. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And down on strikes. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. And up next for Miami, Nick Fortes. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And there's a ball.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Yu Darvish. Back here in Miami, all set to start the ninth in this one. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Veneziano back to work. On the ground, right side. On to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Here's Manny Machado, and everyone is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Jake Cronenworth, the next to hit. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And forget it. Jake Cronenworth will touch them all. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 23-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just...
Anthony Bender takes over on the mound.
37.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now here is Xander Bogaerts. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Line drive. He's got it. And that is out number 3. The Padres get 1 in the inning with a solo blast. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We head to the bottom of the 9th. And now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. And ball 1.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
Third baseman.
Connor Norby getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
The Fish with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Next offering is in for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chopped left side. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder.
Marlins down to their final out. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That catches the outside corner. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
This could end it. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.